Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and I've got a reading for you about somebody that knows all the juicy details. We have the key player card, somebody who is an important member of a group, or it was part of the planning committee, whatever this is, right? This is somebody who knows all the details. And what are they doing? They're spilling the beans. The cat's out of the bag. There's someone who can't be trusted to keep these secrets. So all of these details are being shared with somebody, even though I'm pretty sure this, key player is supposed to be making that secret or keeping it to themselves. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime 10. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And I think we're going to start with the Voyage of the Soul. If I can get it. There we go. Because I want to know more about the intentions of this key player. This person who's spilling the beans, are they doing this because they feel it's the right thing, or are they being kind of petty? You know what I mean? What else do we have? Leadership. Vibration. Yeah, no, this is somebody who is spilling the beans because they think it's the right thing to do. So this is a leading by example kind of situation. Teacher, guide, entrepreneur, sharing wisdom and global, and vibration, vortex, buzzing, frequency, mind, reality, and energy flow. So I know that this is information that would be useful to people in general or to the people that I'm dealing with. And I've got all these details, so I might as well share that. Futuristic and mystery. This is about what somebody's plans entail. Visions, innovative, crafty, plans, trendsetter, and mystery, silence, captivating, secrets, high priestess, mystic, and hidden. So I know you have plans, but you don't want to tell anybody else what you're up to. The thing is, you made those plans with this other person over here, and I went and asked them, and they told me all about your plans. Now I know what your plans are. Hello, Captain. How are you doing? What else do we have? This person who is tempted to reveal these details or wants to be truthful, they're being motivated, or part of the reason they feel drawn to do this is because I think it's tied to karmic justice. So this is somebody who is supposed to learn a lesson, whoever the details are being spilled about, right? Hello, Kathy. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you, Captain. Okay, it came back out. We have a purity card. This individual may be seeking immunity, or this is somebody who is actually quite innocent in terms of what happened. So they need to share the details that they know in order to make clear why they were there or why they knew what was going on. I do feel like there's probably something that wasn't real legal here. I'm really drawn to the character oracle. Sometimes I like to preface using this character deck by saying that maybe not all of them will apply to your situation, since this is a general reading. But let's see if we can get any additional information on this key player, the person who is spilling the beans. Weird. Okay, yeah. I was one of the people that came up with this plan, or I was involved when they were, daydreaming about this. I know where the blueprints are. Weaver of blueprints, planning, design, supervision, and construction. And then we have player. Talk about how nicely that folds in with what we've already done for this reading. This is a socialite of charm, elegance, expert of romance, leisurely life. So this is somebody who does have some social credit. They have some recognition or some pull. And they encounter or they are dealing with a researcher, explorer of truth, exploration, study, rigor, experiment. And then we also have the engineer card, which says architect of solutions, engineering practice, problem solver, complex systems, and technology. So this feels to me like I know what somebody is capable of doing with that technology, or I know what somebody plans to do down the line. And I'm going to tell you all about it. This could be, I don't know. I know they're supposed to have like good intentions here, but it feels like someone's sharing like proprietary information. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have? Four of Swords. The Star. All right, this got real like Terminator 2 on me. Kind of feels like this is a whistleblower situation, and somebody is saying, I think this technology is not okay. I think this situation is going to be, misused. And I feel like I need to do something to tell other people, or I feel like we need to be working to combat this risk. This is someone who's acting defensively, not for their own sake, but like this is like I'm raising the alarm. I'm letting people know this is a problem. The Magician and the Five of Cups, because there's someone here who seems to do things without really considering the consequences or what, end results they're really working towards. Hello there, Stacy. Hello, Kingly Eagle. Hello, Pharaoh. How we doing? This makes me think of a quote from Jurassic Park. They were so focused on whether or not they could do it, they didn't stop to think about whether or not they should do it. I've probably messed up a few of those words, but you get the general idea. This is somebody who was real focused on, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do. And maybe there's going to be some collateral damage or some things that I didn't really anticipate, some unexpected things, right? But that's okay. I'm real excited because I'm building something. I'm making something. I'm doing something, and it's new and exciting. They didn't stop to think about the issues that they could be creating or what potential problems there were. Hello, Key Controller. Did you notice we started with your card? How are you doing? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Sun. So this person's saying, I don't think that they should be able to accomplish what it is that they're working towards. So I'm bringing forward this information. I want everybody to know these are the plans, and I think those plans are kind of lame. So this could be a leak of somebody's, pretty detailed plans. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. This is like before you even get a chance to use it, I want to ruin it for you. Before you get a little bit too arrogant, or before you, it's like, don't use that software until you've actually like tested it. And somebody wants to, implement or deploy this new software update. And it's something that would actually like completely take out your cell phone or whatever, right? This is somebody who's like, no, I don't even think you know what you're doing, you haven't tested it right. So I'm going to make it so that you can't even use it. Two of Wands, Temperance. Oh, yeah. Plans, Two of Wands, Temperance. It's like whatever this plan was, I wanted you to focus on the light side of this Temperance card. I didn't want you to know my hidden motives, the hidden plans, the things that were underlying. So this is someone saying, you think that this is just a vacuum cleaner, but it's actually like recording you. Whatever. This is somebody saying what you consider to be innocuous or not that big of a deal, somebody is working on, and it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a problem. So we need to talk about it now, because this is somebody who doesn't seem to have a respect for integrity or morals. Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? All right, let's see. This is the Star Trek Tarot. What else do we have? Death in the reverse. Something that should have been stopped, or something that you should have known this was going to be a problem, but you kept going. You kept trying. Oh, that's so weird. I'm watching the episode with her right now where they disappear in the transporter. This is the moon and death in the reverse. When I looked real quickly at the top of this moon card, I thought it said Max upside down. So we could have somebody where the name Max means something. But we have a resistance to let something go and continue on a project or an objective that someone was told they shouldn't. They have to hide this. They don't want people to realize that they're still working on this, or that they're still devoting energy to this. They have to like look for this information in the dark. See how he's like literally in the dark? Page of Cloaks or Page of Wands. And the wait, really? Yeah, there it is. And the Five of Batlets, which is the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is, I'm going to keep looking for information. I'm going to keep communicating, or I'm going to keep letting people know what's going on, because I don't want this not so great situation to move forward, or I don't want this person to trick you all and convince you that what they're doing is pretty innocent when it's not. Hello, Nick. How are you doing? Hello, Voyager. We've got the Lovers. A major decision. This is kind of feeling like, I know most people would think that it's a horrible idea for me to talk about what I know, or that I shouldn't spill the beans, but I feel some sense of responsibility. I feel like I have to tell people what's going on here. This could have something to do with health. We got Beverly Crusher. She's the Empress. A lot of caring and compassion. This Empress could be the person who is spilling the beans. Yeah. Because now they have the Hierophant next to them. So this is somebody whose morals or integrity guide them, and they're doing something they might consider to be a little bit foolish, or they feel might be a little bit out of bounds, but they keep looking for information even though they're told not to. We've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. They're taking a big risk. Three of Pentacles in the reverse and doing it's like working in their off hours when they're not supposed to. Or if this were like one of those like cop shows, you're investigating somebody that you had a relationship with, and we all know that that's not okay. It's like there's this boundary. They know they're not supposed to cross it, but they're doing it anyways because they feel like there's a justification or there's a real reason to ignore or disregard that boundary. Page of Latinum or Page of Pentacles in the reverse. But making this choice, giving this information out could put their dreams at risk or their future at risk. This is essentially, my words could start an argument. My words could start a war. My words could make somebody feel like they need to attack me, right? I've got to be very cautious about how I say this. This is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? The Hermit, Ten of Cups, Devil in the reverse. I'm willing to do what I've been asked to not do and look for the information that somebody is trying to hide, because it's what I need to do to protect my family, because it's what I need to do for my own sanity, my happiness. With the Devil in the reverse, this is like, if I don't do this, then there's going to be consequences. There's going to be issues, and I don't want to deal with those issues. It's like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I've got, that's not really a good example. If you don't do something now, it's going to get into like being a bigger problem, right? Okay, that's a weird example. If you've ever had, like, I don't know, it's almost Super Bowl time, right? If you have a Super Bowl party and you let chicken sit out for like 8 hours, are you going to eat it? Because it's probably not like good for you. Might get sick, right? At what point are you like, oh, you guys, maybe we should put this back in the refrigerator for just a little bit, make sure none of us are going to get, sick or die out of this. This is somebody saying, I know if I just let this chicken sit out here for 8 hours, someone's going to get sick and then they're going to get mad at me. I'm going to put this back in the fridge. This is somebody who's planning ahead. They know it's a little bit risky because those people are going to get mad. Where are you taking my chicken? That's my chicken. Give me the chicken and no one gets hurt. They're thinking ahead. They know there's going to be consequences if they don't take action. And that's what motivates them to actually share this information. Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. This is not far from the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So we could have the number 7 being relatively important. And the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Something's coming back around. How to explain this? The Empress wants to alert people, wants to warn people that something that is presumed to be fine, not really a big deal, innocuous, whatever, just like kind of part of the scenery. No, it's actually a pretty big problem. And we do need to deal with it. Because if we don't deal with it now, there's going to be bigger issues down the line. So they feel real determined to get this information to the right person. Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the reverse action to prevent a loss. Speaking the truth in a situation where they're being encouraged to not, right? We don't want you to look into that. We don't want you to, we've asked you to be secretive about that. And this Empress is like, no, I don't think that's the right call. That doesn't sit right with me. Yes, discernment is key. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Four of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this information has the ability to start a pretty significant argument and lead to somebody's being rejected or something being halted, something stopped, right? It changes the destiny of somebody. And I do feel like makes it so that this magician doesn't get whatever that objective is, whatever they're trying to achieve. I don't think so. Now everybody knows what you're doing. This is the Bianco Nero. What else do we have? Knight of Swords in the reverse, impulsive or quick movement to tell the truth, make things right. That person's been lying, or that person said everything's fine. It's not. The truth is this. Here's the information I have. Here's the receipts. You should listen to me because this person has a vested interest in not telling you the truth. This is somebody saying, I call you a liar. Kind of like on a public stage, kind of like you're trying to like fool these people, and no. Ten of Pentacles. There is some sort of legacy at stake here. This could be about whether or not a company is lying, what's in their product, or what kind of impact they have on the world, whatever it is, right? This is a whistleblower situation from what I can tell. I've been lying. This magician has been lying because there's money at stake. Because if I'm honest, or if I tell you what I'm really trying to do or what really happened, then I don't get what I want. Page of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Wands. So whatever discrepancy or detail was missing, whatever secrets were kept by this key player, now they're being revealed. And I feel like this Eight of Wands is like that information spreading. People, I don't know, posting it on social media or news outlets talking about, I don't know. But this is, it spreads. People start talking about what this magician did for money. And there were people that were in on it. This magician had friends that knew what else was going on. This key player was not the only one. They're just the only one that was willing to be honest about it. Everyone else has remained secretive or kept this secret, and now they're nervous because someone else is being honest. Now they're worried they're going to be exposed for keeping this secret when they should have been honest about it, because they ended up prioritizing a friendship or a partnership over integrity or morals. Yeah, this feels like one person gets called out, or one, maybe it's a company, right? And there's a lack of integrity. There's a lack of morals. You had some hidden intentions, or you weren't being honest about what was in your product, whatever this might be. And there are people who knew and they decided to be quiet. But this person was like, you know what? No, I'm going to tell everybody your business because I know it. Hello, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? Hello, Jenny. What else do we know? Six of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. And the Devil. I mean, I kind of like it. It makes me feel like in order to get this magician back, or in order for things to be kind of made even, Temperance, Six of Pentacles, equaling out, right? This magician gets exposed for what they're really trying to accomplish. It's like they can't move fast enough and they end up looking like this tool right here. You thought you could control the narrative. You thought everybody was going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Is that what you're saying? No, you ain't as smart as you think you are, bucko. This magician's looking a little foolish because they thought that they could handle this, and it's looking pretty obvious that they can't. This is the Golden Lenormand. Hello, first time. How are you doing? What else do we have? Number 3, the ship. This is somebody who's taking action. But even though their actions might be sharing somebody's secret, this is an innocent person. This is somebody who is not... They're operating with good intentions, or they're doing what they think is the right thing. Remember, we had that high vibrations card. And they know that there's somebody with not so great intentions. So I'm going to tell everybody that your plan is to take something that's not yours. I'm going to tell everybody that I was going to say you smell bad, but that's not really related. This is just the magician getting called out. Okay. You try to do something. You thought nobody would notice. We noticed. 3, 13, 23. So the number 3 could be important. We also had the 3 of Cups, and I believe we also had the Empress come out. This is basically, look, you got caught. We have your plans. We know what you were going to do, and we're not here for it. This is the situation deck. Interview, come together. So there's a conversation, a reconciliation. Somebody who's deciding to not be causing chaos anymore. After a period of non-action. So I thought this magician was cool. I thought I wanted to work with this magician, or I thought I believed in their goals or their objectives. But now that I understand the plans, or now that I've seen what's really going on, I feel like it's necessary to have a little chat here with somebody who's looking into this, because I don't agree with who this magician is working with. I'm not trying to cause some drama, but if we don't do anything, it's going to be a problem. If nobody says anything, this is going to turn into an issue. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Pathway in the reverse and mature man. So we have this magician choosing the wrong path. They felt like they would be able to outmaneuver or outsmart people with the thoughts card. This is, oh no, I'll be able to see people coming like a mile away. I'll be able to hide things. It won't be a big deal, right? What's up, Voyager? Pride goeth before the fall. This person has overextended themselves or felt like they had control over a situation that they really didn't have any control over, or the control they thought. It's the image in my mind right now is somebody who's walking a dog who is literally bigger than they are, right? You've got the leash. Congratulations. Clearly you're in control, but that dog is walking you, you know? This magician felt like they were in control, but they really weren't. We've got the House. This looks like issues from within, right? This was a key player. So this was probably an in-group or people that were working on the same project. And somebody here is like, I don't like what you think should be happening. Bad health. This could impact people's health. Yes, we had Beverly Crusher. That was the Empress card. This could be a corporation lying about what impact their manufacturing has. Until somebody decides to do the whistleblowing thing. I know what you're really doing, or I know how you're handling those things, and I don't feel like it's legal. I do feel like there is something or someone that travels. It could be you are like you've architected something where you can send your issues away and they get dealt elsewhere where there's different regulations, maybe. Or you felt like you could sequester the information, nobody would ever find out. But with Thief in the Reverse, it feels to me like we have something that was um, done purposefully to hide something, and hopefully you'll never know what I did, but this is the information that somebody's sharing. Sharing is caring. I don't know if they agree with me though. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Let's see. What else do we have? Fate, number 23, cycles, alignment, decisive moments, and opportunistic events. Yeah, I don't really want to be the person to call out this magician, but I've got the information, so I'm going to reveal what I know. And number 14, faith, hope, inspiration, cooperation, rejuvenation, admittance, and allow. So I have access, or I can get into that file folder, or I can get that computer up and running. Here's the information that you need to know. I do feel like it's proprietary, or it's something that was hidden, right? Let's go with, this is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Andy. How's your day going? Yes, it is crazy, isn't it? So we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. I tried to keep this secret. I tried to lie, or I tried to control the narrative on this, but it looks like now there's a leak, or there's information that has gotten out, and I can't really lie. That information's right there, like staring me in the face. So this makes for, I think, a pretty awkward moment for them where the magician's like, oh, so I can't lie right now? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me that you already know that I would be lying if I... It makes me think about the fembots in Austin Powers when the smoke starts to go out their ears, and it's like, oh, yeah, no, you don't know what to do right now, do you? Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Now that their secret is out, they try to find a different path. They try to find a different way to maneuver this situation, but it seems overwhelming. It kind of short circuits them. Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles. There's another individual here besides the magician and the key player, the person who's spilling the beans. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be somebody who manages money. This could be somebody who is generally more reserved or doesn't really take much action. But I feel like this is somebody who ends up being kind of indecisive about how to handle this magician, when normally they might have been like the biggest fan of this magician. Now we have a reassessment. The Queen of Pentacles seems to be feeling like maybe this magician isn't worth the trouble. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Judgment and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you've had bad timing, made us look bad, or your plans shouldn't have been, leaked. How could you do that? Since you did that, now we really have to think about whether or not you should continue to be our magician. Maybe you should be your own magician. We don't really want to deal with you anymore. So this announcement or exposure of their secret plans really kind of ruins their day, maybe even like a whole week. Poor guy. Or girl, whatever you are. This magician ends up being a little bit disappointed. You weren't supposed to find out. Too bad. This is the Pulp Tarot. There's the Judgment card again. Somebody's getting judged. They didn't think they would. Ten of Pentacles. They felt like family would save them, or they felt like their money or their power would save them. But no, now they have... now they have to choose. Are you going to own up to it, or are you going to make matters worse, basically? They know, like, the decision they're faced with is not a very fun decision. They feel very uncomfortable. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands. Someone they didn't really take very seriously, or someone they didn't feel could really do anything to this magician, has been able to start some sort of battle here and point out that this magician is doing something they shouldn't be, something that is not supported or conflicts with morals. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? So it's like this Empress has riled people up or convinced people to see that this magician is not really being very honest or has very selfish motivations. Nine of Swords in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse. So it's like now decision is shifting. People are like, no, 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 we're not cool with this. And it just needs to like go into a timeout. They don't really see a way to get out of this. And it's all because they were trying to be secretive, all because they felt like they could do something to outsmart or outmaneuver people. And they really aren't as cool as they think they are. You're really not, though. Just saying. Yep. This is the Crow Tarot. What outcome do we have for the Magician? Dismissed. Eight of Cups. We don't need you. We don't really feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do. You messed up that project. This is like, see you later. Adios. Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is not what we want. We feel like you didn't do what you were supposed to do, or you did it wrong. This is rejection and dismissal. Hanged Man, Judgment in the reverse. So whoever, this Queen of Pentacles who had some power that was kind of not sure how to feel about this Hanged Man or this magician, now they're like, I don't think so. Hello, Aqua Beauty. How we doing? So they get kicked out or they get fired. For some of you, this person ends up in jail. Magician in the reverse. You wanted us to see you as very powerful or very capable, but now we see you as very manipulative and kind of sad. But I also feel if this magician had some sort of intuition or charm or some sort of je ne sais quoi, we don't have it anymore. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Do you ever see somebody who used to get a lot of things because they were real cute, lose their looks, and then try to use that to their advantage when they don't really have those looks going for them anymore? That's what this person's doing. It's like, do you know who I am? When you're like a not quite B-movie star. You know what I mean? Like this person's like trying to leverage power that they don't have anymore. Knight of Wands in the reverse, and they make it worse for themselves. You're kind of being like booted from this community, or people don't take them seriously. King of Wands, and there's somebody else that's stepping up to this magician. This could be the whistleblower. This could be somebody who wants to do this job with a little bit more integrity. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is the person who was going after this information and got it from the key player. I think that's who's going to potentially be this magician, or this is who has gained favor or like popularity through this experience, this roller coaster ride. All right. This is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have? Hasty news. That's so weird. I just saw a Minneapolis account post a picture of an old restaurant. I think the date on it was 1953 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it was called the Hasty Tasty. Props to anybody out there that actually knows what I'm talking about. But I think it's adorable that the Hasty News card comes out right after that. This Hasty News, remember we had that Eight of Wands come out and that Sun card. This is all of a sudden everybody knows what this magician's been up to. We see your little playbook or we see your little plans. We know you weren't really being honest about what you were trying to accomplish. You are one who stands by a person who needs you. That's to the Empress energy, the person who's called this magician out. Your troubles will vanish. Happiness ahead. Investigate carefully before going into any new undertaking. You already got that investigative vibe though, so you'll be fine. Your life partner will be a person of strong will. No pushovers. Lucky number 15. Yeah, I hope you all followed that. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you all. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.